Ann Fairley, and the purpose of this small DVD or YouTube is to show you a little bit about how I work. And lots of ladies are ringing me up, or hundreds of ladies in fact are ringing me up, asking me the same question. So I thought if I put it on a film and you could see the way I was working, and also answer a few questions, Kerry's going to ask me some questions, I could show you this instead of keep telling you, quite frankly. Okay, Kerry, so can you go far away and ask me some questions, please?
Yeah, so if I wanted to do a session with you, how long would it last?
You can have a session which is only half an hour, but I usually want somebody to have an hour-long session, because the first time somebody comes to see me, there's usually an accumulation of a lot of different things that need sorting out, and they bring a list, and with due respect to the ladies concerned, some of them bring me a list of over 12 or 15 things, and I don't really think anyone could sort that out in half an hour.
Right. And how does it work?
It works because I hand over the situation or the problem or the issue you're talking to me to Spirit, and I ask them to tell me what's happening, and they do, and they come up with the answers, and they will guide me to places that you won't really know about, and even I won't know about. Sometimes it's your past lives, sometimes it's something that happened to you as a child. There is no situation that can occur in your life at any time without a cause. There always has to be a cause. So if you have a problem somewhere, like for example you're saying to me you want to give up smoking, you've got anxiety, that anxiety comes from somewhere. It was caused by something initially, it doesn't just happen to you in your life. Okay?
So how does the healing actually work? What happens?
The healing works, I sort of get a buzzing sound that sort of is over here somewhere, that goes through outside my aura over there, and or I can get like a sentence which keeps repeating itself. This morning I was working on a lady who was terribly anxious about absolutely everything in her life. So I asked Spirit, I said, what is at the bottom of all of this anxiety? And they said to me, she didn't have a developed enough sense of self. Her self, i.e. the self, was too small. So she worried far too much about everything else, everybody else, because she wasn't strong enough in the self to withstand it. And I heard that repeating in my mind, underdeveloped sense of self. And when that stopped, I knew that she was healed.
Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes I see loads of pictures as well in past lives.
Do you see spirits?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I see them. I see angels and I see spirit, but I also hear them a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
And does it always work though?
Yes. It always works, and it might not always work the way the person's expecting. So very often you could come to me with one situation and entirely a different situation will be healed. When I come to, I was thinking of my own aunt actually, because we did some work on her bad leg, and what happened was her food allergies cleared up and she was able to eat anything she liked 2 days later. Yeah. Yeah.
And when you're doing the work on me, will I feel it?
Yeah, you will definitely feel it. You'll feel, if you're feeling anxious, you'll feel the anxiety moving out of your body. If you're not feeling anything, maybe you've had trauma in your past and you don't really know what's happening. As soon as I start describing situations I'm seeing, possibly in past lives or otherwise, you'll feel a resonance in the body.
Wow.
You can feel it.
And how will I know it's actually worked?
You won't think about it anymore.
Oh,
It just won't be in your life. Let's say, for example, you've had a difficult relationship with a man being horrible to you. Once the healings take place, his behaviour will change, or you just won't have him in your life.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It is very strong. It's very powerful. Yeah.
Do I always have to come to see you for the healings?
No. This is something, I'm going to speak to the camera now, this is something a lot of ladies have a problem with understanding, is because I'm working with healing distance, healing energies, I don't need you to be sitting in front of me, I don't even need to know your first name. You know, if you wanted somebody else healed, like your sister in Timbuktu, I wouldn't even need her first name, I would just need you to mention her, and then the link is connected in the world of spirit, an unseen world, much bigger, much vaster, much more interesting than ours actually, but much more vast. So these things miracles can take place at a much higher level than we can even comprehend here. So I don't need you in front of me now.
That's amazing. How much does it cost, Molly?
It costs £37.50 for the half-hour sessions and £75 for an hour.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Kerry. Now, I just want to demonstrate just a little bit here, because you said to me that you wanted to give up smoking, and you also said to me you're anxious.
Very.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to demonstrate the way it works. I haven't the foggiest idea yet why Kerry's anxious. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in and ask Spirit, why is she anxious? Alright, so what they're saying to me is Kerry's had a pattern throughout her life where she's attempted to do things and it hasn't worked. And she's attempted it again and again and again. And it goes right back to school. It's something to do with sports day, in the sports day. I don't know if she'll remember this herself. Do you remember anything to do with sports? Okay, so she does remember it. 9 times out of 10 people don't initially remember it, but you do remember something you tried. And you didn't pull it off and it went wrong.
High jump.
High jump, okay. So there seems to be a lot of anxiety that occurred at that age. You feel it now? So what I'm doing is I'm now seeing the picture of Kerry with the high jump. She's feeling the anxiety and I'm just going to pull it out. I'm asking Spirit, could you just please remove all this anxiety from Kerry? And could you also please remove all of the times and the places where she's replayed this particular anxiety out in other situations? And you'll feel this moving.
It feels very hot.
Feels very hot. You're feeling a bit tearful, aren't you? Just a bit. Yeah.
Down here as well.
Yeah. It's moving now. And of course we have very strong guides here today because they know we're filming this for all of you. So it will be quite tough on Kerry to shift this for a moment or two. You've also had past lives where on a number of occasions your parents have left you. And this is really, this smoking is going back to not feeling safe enough to give this up because it's related back to people leaving you for some reason or another. Okay, so just breathe that one through. I'm not sure how this really connects with the smoking yet. Somehow or another you think you're going to die if you give up smoking. Breathe, breathe. That's it, it's coming out. That's why you haven't been able to give it up, okay? Because with a survival issue that's strong, if somebody actually subconsciously believes, you're all right, you're okay. She's going to die. If she gives up smoking, it won't be very, very appropriate. Okay, breathe. Going through. Better? Okay, so what I would suspect would happen now, if I say to Kerry, can you give up smoking?
Yes.
Oof. See the difference? And it was very fast, we didn't hang around then, so I'm sorry that was a bit tough on you, but it's a hell of a lot better than all those cigarettes you've been smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because the doctor told you, did the doctor tell you you need to give it up now?
I was told that I've got an 82% chance of getting emphysema if I don't give up in the next 5 years.
Yeah. And the lung capacity?
I've had a lung capacity last week of a 61-year-old.
And how old are you?
31.
31, okay. So do you feel better now? Does that feel calmer?
Yeah. Feel a bit emotional, but
Feel emotional,
yeah. But I think I'm feeling emotional because it's gone, and it's something that's probably been with me for so long. So
yeah, a few lifetimes.
thank you, Molly.
Pleasure. Okay, so that's how it works. I hope that's been of some interest to you. Obviously some of the healings are much easier than this. It depends on what the subject matter is. If somebody's been smoking a long time and they're really hooked on it the way Kerry has been, that is going to be quite a tough healing, but I think you've got some idea now. Okay, thank you.